or not. Sorry, chat. I had to.
Well, that was unexpected. Hey, good to see everyone. How are you doing tonight? Today? This afternoon? Wherever you might be in the world. This is going to be fun here tonight. How about that? A little bit quieter. Hey, anyways, let's get back to this beginning here before we bring that screen in here. Let's see. How did that happen anyways? I'm just working on some new software here on my channel with, you know how we do the multi-screen stuff here. So we're working on that so that we can have it a little more interactive with the people out there. And I don't know, for some reason it automatically switched there for whatever reason. I don't know. I took away everybody's wrench. If you're just in here and you notice that you don't have a wrench, I took away everyone's wrench at one point, and then I'm slowly giving wrenches back as time goes on. So, you know, don't feel bad. It wasn't just you that I took your wrench away. I took everybody's wrench away. And, yeah, the rest of it is kind of history. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, there's exclamation mark 6 in there. Hang on, let me see if I can
hacer lo que están haciendo con nuestra gente, con nuestra comunidad, con nuestra gente que está peleando y que está a nuestro lado.
And there we go. Let me go with this one right here. There's what I've got. This is my latest setup here, just to let you know what's happening here. And the latest thing that I've got is 6 windows. If you look close at my setup here right now, lucky if YouTube sends the notifications. Yeah, exactly. But you'll notice that I actually have 6 windows set up here right now. Okay, there's the windows that you can see above me here. There's like, and they're labeled. You can see on the large window, it's exclamation mark 4. Okay, and it's also matrix 4. This is going to get complicated. And over here on the very, very side over there, you can see it's exclamation mark 3, exclamation mark 2. Right where I'm sitting here is exclamation mark 1. And then you've got at the top here, exclamation mark 5, exclamation mark 6. So this is how it works. If we want to put, I don't know, I should actually try this here. Maybe somebody in the chat there try this, okay? Let's see if it's going to work. Let's see if we can bring in exclamation mark 6 in there. If we want to make the window number 6, which is above me, to be full screen, you should be able to just type in there exclamation mark 6, and then it'll go full screen and bring the audio up for that one.
Unos están muy gráficos, pero mírenlos para que miren la verdad, para que miren de lo que están.
Just let me drop that audio back a little bit here.
Es mentira, como siempre están queriendo cubrir todo, pero gracias a los videos.
On that one, because it's got a bit of music in there. I'm going to have to adjust the audio on each one of these as they pop in here. There's Tommy Boy.
Time is
No darle ninguna oportunidad a esta gente que entre. Gracias por el dinosaurio. Chili, muchas gracias, te lo agradezco, Chili.
Muchos. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if you see what's going on there, you have a selection of 6 windows, and you can bring them up by typing in !1 to 6. This one here is my outside camera, by the way, so it doesn't have any audio on that one. So that's how you can bring up an individual window. But if you want to bring up the matrix that is showing all 6 windows with a particular window larger, like for example, if you want this one to be the largest window with the other windows around it, then you type in !M4. So try that one, !M4 for matrix 4. Then it'll bring up the matrix with this being the largest window. So try that one here first, and you'll see that it'll bring up the matrix.
I think you've already done that, right? You think you have?
There's that's matrix 1, or not matrix 1, but window 1. Let me turn his audio down a little bit there. And if you want to make this one the matrix, with this being the largest window, you type in !M1. M1. So try that, !M1. Pooh, try that, and see if you can bring that in there. And I guess the only bad part about this is then everybody out there has control over which window is going to be displayed here.
There's a lot of
this
people,
is window 6.
Wanting justice for Renee Nicole, the woman that was unalived in Minneapolis.
So this is just window 6 only. But okay, M1. Yeah, !M1. If you type that in, then it should bring that up.
Estamos en el centro de detención de Los
Ángeles.
Toda esta gente que están mirando aquí, miren toda esta gente, y hay más gente atrás de mí, pero
but it's definitely bringing this one up. Yeah, I don't have it exactly. And this one here that you're looking at right now is actually one window that you're looking at. It looks like a bunch of windows, but it's actually one window. But if you type in, and I don't haven't really tried it yet, so I don't know that it's going to work, but I didn't see it working there. !M1. Try that again. But I think if you hit it with too many commands, then it won't work. Like you did !4, 2, 5, 4, 3. It'll probably just disregard it and think that you're fooling around or something. Something like that, I think.
Esta cuenta, le subo a la otra, y si no la siguen la otra, la voy a subir aquí, es el Kiko, voy a ponerlo aquí nomás para que lo miren.
Okay, back up there again. Let me see if I can bump it myself here. Hang on. Okay, if I'm going to try multi-1, this is going to be... Well, I'll go M1 here myself. I'll bump it. This is what it should look like this. Okay, which I haven't seen it work yet, this multi-1.
I fucking love it.
So I don't know exactly why that's not working, but...
I want to use the megaphone, but I don't want to.
Let me just see here.
I need him singing.
It may take a little bit of work for me to get it set up 100% so that it will work properly. And let me see what else is it's kind of weird is that it'll end up switching and stuff here and bring the audio up a little bit too high.
I'm not going over there. You guys are crazy.
Like right there, it's
get me freaking maced out here and beat up.
Yeah, everyone has permission. Don't worry about that. We have permission to restream everybody on here. Plus, you'll notice that everybody's name is popping up here as to exactly who they are. Like this one here, for example, is DJB510 is who's actually streaming this right now. So yeah, looks good. Higher of bacon. Sounding good. This is
everybody over here. I'm not freaking going by myself, guys.
let me get multi-one back in here again. Oh, hang on a second. Maybe. Let me try something here. There we go. Okay, I might have done it wrong here. There you go. Big Chinese season. Got you in there. Might have to figure out how to lower the audio a little bit on each of these as they pop up here. Let me try this one here. Let me go with a multi here. There's Tommy Boy. This is multi-one.
Oh,
Link
shit,
one.
guys.
Andale.
Let's fucking go, boys.
This is Tommy Boy over there at the location of the ice in Portland, Oregon. Hey, BCal, good to see you. Cape Cod. Hey, sounded good. Sounded good from Cape Cod. Looking good. Yeah, I don't know if it's working to my desired elements here, but definitely there's stuff happening here. And I'm not sure exactly how it's working, but it's somehow changing all on its own here. Like it seems to be. Flip it back to this one here quite a bit. Kind of weird. Come on, quit changing that. Leave it on this one here. This is going to be craziness here. Okay, Big Chinese, you got it in there. This is the camera pointed outside my window. So that one's working. That went up there. Okay. Usually have to end up adjust my audio manually. Hire a bacon. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I was playing with it, and this is actually the first time that I've gone live with the software on here to be able to make it all work properly. But basically, there's two commands that you can give it. You can either give it exclamation mark 1 to 6 or exclamation mark M1 to 6. So this one here is exclamation mark M1. This is exclamation mark 4, for example. I'll bring back up exclamation mark M1.
What?
I can bring up exclamation mark M2, which is Shane here. I'll bring up exclamation mark M3. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, there's M3 right here, which looks like Tinkerton is kind of in and out there a little bit. Not super great. Exclamation mark 4 is the camera outside of my window. So yeah, so this is what I can see what the problem is going to be is that I don't have any delay in the settings. So unfortunately, people can change it and then it will change like right away. If one guy, types something in and the next person types something in and the next person types something in, it'll just keep changing like crazy. And you won't really be able to watch too much of anything.
It's the motion like.
Go back to multi-one here. Hang on. This is probably the best one right here.
And another one down, and another one bites the dust. I'm not saying that.
If we leave it on that one, that's probably the best one. Big Chinese season with exclamation mark 4 in there. This one here is showing a little bit of stuff from Los Angeles, LA. Big LA stuff happening in there.
Yeah,
none of us were over there.
So yeah, so I guess there's a couple of things that would be kind of strange here. One is that people are going to be given the commands all the time there, and it's going to be, yeah. Boost says this is the view outside my window here. Oh, hang on, let me turn my light on outside there. I don't even have a light turned on there. Stand by. Let me turn on some lighting here. There you go. Okay, so I turned the light on outside my window so you can see what it looks like there outside my window. There's a bit of snow in there. There you go.
Fuck. I should have got like fucking 10 of them.
Set cooldown speech command. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the cooldown part of it there. But yeah, I can see where there's delays on each one of them. Delays and stuff like that, which I haven't really gotten to that yet, because this is actually the first time that I'm going live with it after I've even set the thing up here. And the way that I set it up here is kind of a little bit different than the way I saw you doing it. But it's definitely working actually not too bad, as you can see. I've got the audio figured out. The audio changes with each one of them. Although it seems like, I don't know if you guys can do this at all.
I was like, I swear they're going to come out and they're going to...
The multi, like this M1 here, I can do the M1 by manually hitting it up here.
And we love you, Ice.
But I don't know that you guys can do that at all. Because I haven't seen anybody actually give a multi command here that actually has worked. So I'm going to have to play with this a little bit here yet to get some of the stuff working a little bit better, so that it will actually work properly with each of those different commands. But it seems like the M commands aren't working properly.
Why are all the Venezuela?
Yeah, like this one here is it's working. This one is !6, but I don't see that anybody actually typed in !6. I see big Chinese season typing in there !4, and this is coming up. So where it came up with !6 video, I don't know. But anyways, hey, Matt and Peter, good to see you. 47th birthday today. Good to see you popping in here. Thanks a lot for checking out the stream here.
That's all you guys
this stream is live. Tommy Boy is live. Anything that you see in motion in here is pretty much live.
That's all I gotta say is yes, I'm mentally retarded.
Portland, Oregon. The big Portland area. Big Chinese, yeah, don't keep typing in !4, because it just brings you the outdoor camera outside my window here, which is not all that interesting. But I put it on there just because it's one of the items. If you notice, it's actually the camera right behind me here when I'm sitting here.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And by the way, earlier tonight, there was a lefty dude, Antifa dude, I guess you might say, that pulled a knife on Tommy Boy. So he had a little knife pulled on him there earlier tonight in Portland, Oregon, and the cops arrested the guy. So yeah, that was kind of not too good. Lucky number, number 4. Yeah, but it's weird because look at here's !6, but I'm looking at the chat and I don't see anybody that's actually typing in !6, and you're typing in !4, but yet !6 showed up here. So it does work, but it sort of seems to be a little bit glitchy, you might say. So I guess, we'll find out over time here.
I've got some goggles on me right now.
Yeah, there's 6 right there. That's correct. Master Troller, that's correct on that one. But it seems like I'm the only one that can bring up an M command, like !M1, for example, which is this one right here.
Good night, guys.
If I type in M1, then this one here should come up here. Actually, let me try it with my keyboard here. Stand by. Okay, let's see if this works here.
I served that shit up tonight. It was spicy. It was spicy. I served that shit up to him.
Okay, there's M1. Nothing happened. But your !4 did bring this one up here. So yeah, kind of a little bit strange on why it's working or not working. Railroaded, good to see you in there. Hey, yeah. I unsubbed and then reset notifications. I see you now. Party pooper. Can't follow instructions. Yeah, that explains some things. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But I've seen that happen where things change with YouTube. And, you know, some of the stuff that you do sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work. Okay, so I'm going to have to figure out...
Kiko, where are you?
Figure out exactly why some of this stuff is not working. And the other thing is, like, I changed the audio on it here, but it seems to revert back to the audio setting that it likes and not the audio setting that I like. Let me just double check here and see why that is. I think it, let's see here. Okay, so it goes to window 2, browser 2. And the way I figured out how to make this audio work, by the way, is I had to first of all, when it moves to a different window or to a scene, when it moves to a different scene, I set first of all I shut off the audio, and then I toggle the audio back on again, and then and it also toggles off all the rest of the other audios. So that's how I end up bringing the audio up, is by toggling all audios off and then toggling on the audio for the particular scene that I want to be looking at. This one here doesn't have any audio, so !4 is the worst of the bunch here. You want to definitely run something like !2, which is Shane, or something with a multi in it, like this one here, multi Tommy Boy here, M1. It's actually a pretty good one here too. Nominate you for Minnesota governor. Ooh, for suitcases if government has the funds. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy what's going on down there in the States with all of the fraud and all the rest of it down there, and with the ICE happening down there. It's just, you know, crazy. I watched the whole thing. I was going to bring it up here. And in order for me to do that, I'd have to actually do a screen. Maybe let me do it this way here. I'll do it with number 4 in here and go into, we should actually watch some of that video that came in there with that ICE shooting there with that woman in the car there. It was kind of crazy.
Yo creo que a lo mejor puede ser que mañana o este fin de semana se junte algo muy grande. Hola, hola, saluditos a todos los que van entrando. A big hello to all of you guys that have been coming in. Sí, aquí andaba azul.
Probably. You're pretty close.
Let me go with this window 4 here. do a screenshot or something here.
No sé dónde está. A ver. Posiblemente él no se va hasta más. Él no se va hasta más tarde.
A lot of retards out here tonight.
No sé, por aquí debe andar. A lo mejor tomó un break azul. A veces llegan los carros y todo el mundo voltea a ver porque una vez aquí pasó un carro y se subió a la banqueta, mi chusmita, entonces uno tiene que tener mucho cuidado aquí. Yo, miren, estoy en un lugar donde si viene el carro de aquí va a pegar primero en ese poste antes que me pegue a mí. Siempre estoy para aquel lado también, pero ahora estoy para este ladito aquí.
Exclamation mark 1.
Pero ya tenía tiempecito que no venía al centro, pero cuando se juntan algo así me gusta venir a apoyar. Ya se va la Sherry, pobrecita, me gusta verla. Pobrecita, tiene mucho frío, ya se va Sherry.
There we go. There's Tommy Boy 1.
Shut your bitch ass up, bro.
I'll have to figure out why those M commands aren't working to give you the better display here with the multi-screen. This is actually the way to do it.
Aquí está Azul y aquí está la tía. Ahorita voy a saludar, ahorita que llegue Kiko. Ya viene Kiko.
Switch back to
Ya viene
6
Kiko,
there.
voy a,
See that?
voy a saludar a la tía.
And I didn't change it.
Carlos, ahí está, miren, ahí está Carlos con la banderita, mi chupita. Él es el de Esmeralda Roots. Ese es el proyecto, mi chupita, que vamos a ir el 19 de este mes. Él es el chef que tiene dos restaurantes aquí.
Good.
Y la comida de él, pues no es un restaurante así nomás, es restaurante muy elegante, la comida muy buena.
Getting some copyright Mexican music in there. Yeah, I was just going to try and find some video of that lady in the car there and the ice thing there today. Let's see if we can look for something in Minneapolis. Should pop in here. To be able to see something, and we'll check that out. Hang on, if I cancel this and then I cancel that, okay, let me see if I can bring in
para la gente que limpia casas y para la gente que está en construcción, los trabajos muy pesados que están haciendo nuestra gente. Él quiere ir a ponerles un lonche cuando tengan su hora de lonche. Así que va a ser muy bonito, mi chusmita.
Picks up what's happening from the internet here, but I do have a feed in here. Downtown Minneapolis, and we've got Mike in here that maybe we can bring in here. Hang on. Window 4 is Mike in here.
Va uno y luego maneja al otro. Él es el chef de las cocinas, él es el encargado de todo eso. Entonces, saliendo del trabajo, miren, aquí lo tienen. Y luego mañana trabaja temprano y aquí está, se queda tarde. Y luego mañana va bien tempranito a trabajar. Pero sí, él
let's bring in
Chapis ya está aquí.
Oh, okay.
You know Chapi.
Well, no,
Mike in here, who's number 4.
Bingo de Chapis.
Sí, estaba aquí, a lo mejor ya se fue la Chapis. You saw.
Okay, where's number 4 here? Hang on. Number 4, multi 4. Here he is, multi 4, and just bring him in here. Okay, hang on. Let's see if we can hear this audio.
Hello, everyone. Here I am in downtown Minneapolis. I just got interviewed on WCCO for my governor run, and you can hear the sirens going off in the distance. It's been just chaos, as you know, here in Minnesota and Minneapolis, and I'm looking forward to tonight. We're having a big debate and a forum for the rest of the governor candidates, and I could really use all of your help out there. We're going to win this. You can go to MikeLindellGov.com.
It's Mike Lindell.
God bless. Hello, everyone.
You're going to be
Here
running
I am in
for
downtown
governor.
I just got interviewed on WCCO for my governor run.
In Minneapolis.
And you can hear the sirens going off
Minnesota.
In the distance. It's been just chaos, as you know, here in Minnesota and
Governor of Minnesota, I guess he's running for. So that's what that one is about.
Tonight we're having a big debate.
Aquí a arruinar más lo que está pasando y a echarnos y hacernos enojar. Entonces no le vamos a dar oportunidad, luego lo vamos a bloquear. Estamos en enfrente del centro de detención en Los Ángeles. Gracias por el follow. Y mi chusmita, aquí abajo, los que van entrando, aquí donde dice el Kiko, es mi cuenta de respaldo. Si pueden, sigan esa cuenta por si esa se me baja, me voy para allá. Thank you so much. And like I was saying in Spanish a little while ago, that our people have been suffering a lot. We're mad, we're hurt. We've had family members that have been taken away by DHS. We're seeing everything that's happening, all the injustice that's happening, all the issues with our human rights being violated, taken away. We're out here, you know, raising our voice, and the last thing that we need is people coming in here and commenting negativity, because that's not what we need. We need to unite. We need to stick together. So we're not going to give them the opportunity. We're going to try to block them right away. So my moderators out here, you can just block away. Yeah, I just saw him a little while ago. He was like, I haven't seen him in a minute.
Here's
You're good? Yeah. Cold as fuck, but I didn't see my fingers.
Here's the woman that was killed in that accident there today, and in this clip here, witness to the Minneapolis vehicular assault on ICE says the driver. Oh, actually, she was a witness to it. On ICE says the driver had been the riot leader, blocking traffic, obstructing and targeting ICE. She wasn't an innocent bystander. She was a terrorist.
They clearly wanted her out of there because she was the main car leading the protest, is my understanding. I talked to another guy who was driving behind her, but she was very successful in blocking traffic. She was doing what she was set out to do, and so they wanted to get her the hell out of there. Yeah.
So it looked like she was impeding ICE vehicles.
Definitely, yeah,
okay.
That was her goal. They clearly wanted her out of there because she was the main car leading the protest, is my understanding. I talked to another guy who was driving behind her, but
well, they might have wanted her out of there, of course, but they were giving her orders to get out of the car, you know, and then she backs up her car. And I actually heard in one clip there where you could hear the ICE agent yelling 3 times for her to get out of the car. And, you know, that's not what ended up happening. And we'll just go over some of the video from the whole thing. Just let me bring it in here. If I can find the actual clips here. This clip here is actually a pretty good one because it shows you pretty much what was going on there. Okay, and we'll just play it in slow motion here. Hang on. Oh, we don't need that audio. Okay, hang on. Okay, swiping it in here. Okay, there's about three different videos of this in action. Hang on here. Where's me? Let me bring me in here too. Oh, hang on. No cam there. Give this one here. Okay, hang on. Let me just make this a little bit bigger here. For me, anyway. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to bring me in here, make it a little bit better. Here we go. Okay, so if we look at this clip right here, we can see that there's one ICE agent on the side of the car. And this clip kind of starts out here where he's, looks like got his hand on the door, hand on the door handle, and he's trying to open the door handle on the car. So let's roll it here and just watch carefully. Now, what you'll see is there's actually another, and you don't see it in this shot, but there's actually another ICE agent that is over on the other side of the car. And he's walking around the car and walking around the front of the car. Okay. And he's not even in the shot yet, but you'll see him come into the shot as he walks around the car. So he's actually, he goes in front of the car as she's, steps on the gas, but she's got it in reverse there, and she backs up first, and then she just throws it in forward and starts driving forward. Let's just watch carefully here. Okay, so there's her backing up. There you can see the other agent appear in the shot, who is right in front of the car. He's right in front of the car. Now, this guy here has already told her, get out of the car 3 times. She's not getting out of the car. The guy that's walked in front of the car, she would have actually hit him if she wouldn't have had her car in reverse. If her car would have been in forward, she would have actually hit that guy, because he was actually walking in front of the car, because he came from the passenger side of the car. He walked from the rear of the car down beside the car and then across the front of the car. And then she stomps on it as hard as she can forward. I think the first bullet that is shot by the ICE agent is right through the front windshield. Okay, right near the eye pillar, the not the eye pillar, but whatever, the front beam. To the right, if you're sitting in a car, there's that beam just to the left of where you're sitting in the driver's seat. That's where the bullet went through the windshield. So the first shot that he took was from the front of the vehicle right straight into her, and that's probably the one that killed her. Now, I think there was about 3 shots in total that went off, and the other shots may very well have gone in through the side window. I don't know where they ended up, but definitely one shot went through the front of the vehicle, and that could only have happened if he was standing in front of the vehicle. So let's keep watching here. There, he pulls out the gun. Boom. Right there. He's in front of the vehicle. He shoots it, and then you see he's on the side of the vehicle there, and then he shoots her in the side of the vehicle a couple more times there as she drives away. But you can see how close it was for the guy in the front of the car, that he pulls his gun out right there, and she's right for him, and he jumps out of the way, and I think he gets off about 3 shots there total. Now, it's hard to tell from there because he's being blocked by the guy that's trying to open up the door, so it's really hard to see that he's standing in front of the car. She does turn to the right and just narrowly misses the guy. Who knows whether or not she actually nicked the guy with her front fender or whatever, her front bumper. But that's kind of... Right there, 3 shots. So the first shot went off through the front window, and the other 2 shots, he got in through the side window. Like right there, the first one is through the front window, and you can see the glass splatter off as it shatters the glass there in the front. Now, I actually saw a picture of the car after the event, and yeah, you can see where the first bullet hole went through the front windshield. So that could only have happened if he was standing right in front of the car, which he pretty much was there, and he felt that his life was in jeopardy, and that's why he went ahead and did that like that. So kind of unfortunate to see that, but it did happen. It did happen for sure. Okay, let's go back to this here. And
God bless ICE! And God bless your
let's see what other shots we can
illegal
bring up of
scumbags.
that incident here. I turned off the thing for gets you to change the scene here because I didn't want the scene to be changing right in the middle of the whole thing here.
3 more years. Trump is your dad.
Okay, I'm going to bring this up a little bit bigger here.
Trump is the best president of our lifetime.
Okay, this shot is going to be a little bit tougher to see.
Foreign leaders like Pokemon.
But if we take a look at this one here, take a look at this shot here. This shot is from a little bit further away, but and also the vehicle itself is behind this ICE vehicle. The light colored vehicle is the ICE vehicle. She's driving a red car, which is kind of behind it there. But check out from this shot here. Like this is the one that convinced me that that he was in front of the car, and he walked around from the passenger side of the car. And there you can see him walking around as she takes off right there. Did you see that? And then she guns it and smashes into those cars there. Take a look at that again here. Actually, let me see if I can, I want to get that closer up here because that, and I saw a different video of this here that was better than this one here even. But let's see, in order for me to make this better,
Josh, go to ICE.
I have to zoom it in here. So let me just zoom it in here as much as I can to make it a little bit easier for everyone to see. Okay, here we go. Here's the shot a little bit closer up. So let's watch this bit again here. Okay, can you see? You can see him standing right here, right in here. Okay, and if we watch from the beginning again, watch him right in here, right in front of the car here. I'll just rewind it again here. You can see him walking. He's in front of the car. And right there, she actually, to me, it looks like she actually hits him with the car. If you look carefully. Just watch again here. Watch him how he's standing there. Right there, he's standing there. To me, it looks like she hits him with the car. And that's when she hits him. Of course, well, you know, the car is a deadly weapon. So the best you can say is that, you know, he was protecting his life. And, you know, you do see this because if you watch a lot of these car thefts, you know, where the guy's reckless driver driving around, craziness, whatever, he might have a gun in his car or whatever. In this case, the deadly weapon is the vehicle itself. And and he is not him, but the other guy that is trying to open up her side door is yelling at her, "Get out of the car, get out of the car, get out of the car." 3 times he yells at her to get out of the car. But instead of actually obeying the command, she takes a run at the other cop who's standing in front of the vehicle. And, well, what would you expect the guy to do? He's a cop. He's, protecting his life. And if somebody comes at him with a deadly weapon, i.e. the vehicle, well, what do you expect him to do? I would expect him to pull out his gun and take a shot. I wouldn't be going, "Oh, well, don't worry about that. She just hit me with the car. I'm just going to let her go," and take off. So I'm not, that's what he's trained to do. Yeah, exactly. He's trained to do exactly what he did. So don't, and these guys are out on the street there going, "Oh, well, it's not her fault, and that it was the cop that just took her out because he didn't like her or whatever," or something like that, which is BS. That's not the way this kind of stuff works. I was also listening to a lawyer who went over the whole thing there tonight too. And his whole thing, because he looked at it from the point of view of what happened from the video, like we just looked at, and he looked at it from the point of view of the laws to see what the laws are like in that state of Minneapolis, and what the laws are in relation to them being federal agents in a particular state. So the laws are different for the federal agent than it might be for a local policeman. So with all of those things, he came to the conclusion that the cop is not going to get prosecuted. Well, he may end up going to court over the whole thing, but it'll get probably thrown out of court because he was pretty much justified in doing what he did. So, craziness. The other thing is here there's some people that are saying that maybe there were some Montana plates. This is what they're saying here. "Remember when you said long-term Minneapolis citizens who have contributed greatly to our city are being terrorized, and now someone is dead? So then why does this ice impeder have Missouri license plates?" That's what it is. Missouri is what her actual plate says here. Here's the I'll look at her plate here. So she actually came from Missouri, and she's apparently a mother. And there's some other woman that got her to come to the event with her. So this other woman is now feeling kind of responsible for her death because of that whole thing. But let's listen to this little clip here. If I can bring the audio up here.
Get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you.
We had to clean it up a little bit, but I want to play that audio of the mayor of Minneapolis. We had to clean it up a little bit, but I want to play that because it'll give everyone a sense of what we're talking about.
And I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you.
We had to clean it up.
Yeah, not really. It's on that lady because, in most of these cases where we have, and even with, remember Floyd, remember George Floyd? You know, it's like whenever you have somebody dying in the hands of police, you have to ask yourself, was that person obeying the directive of the police department, or were they doing something that was different than what they were being ordered to do? This lady was being ordered to get out of the car, you know, in the first place. And so she number one, wasn't obeying their commands, but in fact, she was trying to run another police officer down with her car, ICE agent. So, yeah, you know, you can yell all day long up and down and riot and protest and do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, it was her fault. You can't say that it was the ICE agent's fault there at all. She was getting into their business. She was impeding them. If you look closely, what was she doing with that car? Her car was blocking the roadway. She had it across the roadway. It wasn't parked nicely on the side of the road. She was actually blocking the ICE agents from getting through there, to the point that the ICE agents had to approach her car and had to do something about the fact that she was impeding them from conducting their business. So, you know, all I can say is shame on her for doing that. You know, if it was the cops' fault, hey, I would be blaming the cops. But I'm not somebody that doesn't look at the evidence and just right away runs out and starts shouting and screaming, and because they don't like Trump, or they don't like what the ICE agents are doing or stuff like that, or they love illegal people living in the cities and whatever, doing a bunch of bad things, because we know that that they absolutely have been doing a bunch of bad things in these different cities, including theft and murders and all kind of stuff. So yeah, not a good situation at all. Here's another clip with them here.
Agents, that somebody is gonna get seriously injured or killed. Somebody is gonna get seriously injured or killed. And whether that is an ICE agent or a community member, we all know the tinderbox that could explode because of it.
Jacob Frey.
We all know that the federal government is looking for reasons to deploy more and more people to Minneapolis and blue cities around the country. We all know that we cannot afford to lose a single Minneapolis resident because they showed up and decided to protect their neighbors, because they showed up and decided to express their constitutional right to free speech. And so that concern is deep. It is held, by the way, not just by me and our residents and the people who are standing up behind me. The concern about getting somebody killed is also held by our police officers.
There you go. So yeah, not good, that's for sure. Let me just bring this back down to a little bit smaller size here for some other videos here. Okay, next up, here's another clip of him. Let's see what else he might have to say here. This might be the same thing, but we'll play it anyway.
Injured or killed. And whether that is an ICE agent or a community member, we all know the tinderbox that could explode because of it. We all know that the federal government is looking for reasons to deploy more and more people.
You know what the mayor is doing here is he is actually inciting the public out there, you know, because there was a big rally there after this whole thing happened, and his words and what he's saying, you know, because obviously he doesn't like ICE being in his city, and he's you know, appears to be Democrat. You know, he's just not happy with what happened, and he's not really looking at the evidence and seeing, well, who's actually responsible for it. But he's just coming out, standing up, and right away trying to bash the ICE agents and what they're doing in the city. And he's more or less inciting the crowd. So he better hope that they don't start lighting buildings on fire and doing some, some stupid things in the city. Yeah, exactly, Carrie. Inciting the left people that are out on the street there that are, just plain mad now that somebody died because of an ICE agent. But it wasn't really because of the ICE agent. It was the person themselves that really caused it. And it's their own thing that happened here. And you can't blame anybody else for it but her. She's the one that did that. Here's the people out on the street here. So he's inciting these people to get mad and potentially cause damage to his own city, which you don't want to do. So it's kind of foolish of him to just fly off the handle and start talking the way he did there at that news conference, especially when everything was kind of fresh and nobody had really looked at any of the videos to see, well, who caused it. But definitely the people out there are getting incited. There's no doubt about that. Not good. Not good at all.
Corn troopers. Yeah. Give me that for. Are you sure? Yeah. Thank you.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem labels today's attack on ICE agents in Minneapolis as an act of domestic terrorism. In this bit here,
if they have a Red Cross on their back,
let's listen to this one here.
That's who took your hat. Oh, I'm pretty sure it was Seth. It was Seth that took my hat.
We'll hear what Kristi has to say about this.
There, you asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, the white vehicle or the light-colored vehicle that you see there is kind of on a bit of an angle, and it got stuck in the snow. So that's what was happening, is they were trying to move their vehicle out of there. And this woman, I'm not sure, I'd like to see some video a little bit earlier to see how she actually got there, how she got in that position, and why she was in such a big hurry to leave that whole area there. Yeah, we'll see if we can pull some video out from earlier.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased. We're continuing to gather more information, but this goes to show the assaults that our ICE officers and our law enforcement are under every single day. These vehicle rammings are domestic acts of terrorism. We're working with the Department of Justice to prosecute them as such. We will continue to protect our ICE officers and in cooperation with other law enforcement agencies as well. You've seen me in the last couple of days deploy over 2,000 more officers to the Minneapolis area. And in the last 2 days, we've arrested hundreds and hundreds of dangerous criminals, not just fraudsters who stole from the American people billions of dollars and put it in their pockets and enriched their friends from overseas and themselves, but also individuals who committed acts of murder and rape and trafficking and drug exploitation and child exploitation. So we're going to continue to do our work. And I want to remind everybody that the act like we saw today of using a vehicle to try to kill an officer and his colleagues and the other people around him is something that every politician, every elected official, everyone in this country should be able to rally around and say that it is wrong. And that sanctuary cities and sanctuary states that protect individuals who do that should no longer be allowed. That those individuals that are in leadership positions in these sanctuary jurisdictions need to work with us to make sure that every single person that's out there enforcing the law can be safe, but also so that all of our citizens can continue to be safe too. Domestic acts of terrorism like this will not stand, and I'm grateful that we have the leadership in Washington, D.C. that recognizes it, and will make sure that it's working to keep every single community safe, regardless of who's in charge in that city. President Trump gets up every day and will work to keep people safe, whether they're in a red state or a blue state or in a city that has a Republican mayor or a mayor that has a Democrat mayor. There. You
can't blame Trump for this, which of course the lefties out there are trying to blame Trump and ICE for everything that's going on, which is false. And that's where you hear Tommy Boy here in the video. This is live coming from Portland, where he is saying,
my fridge ain't empty.
He's praising ICE, praising
and I don't
Trump,
even get fucking food stamps.
and doesn't have any problem with what they're doing out there. So you've got both sides of the coin here, that's for sure.
Children. What is she listening to?
She's a
regular fucking demon rat bullshit.
Yeah, she always has some weird shit planned.
I could not imagine.
Here's another clip. We'll play this one here.
Jacob Frey, the mayor up there, is committing sedition when he says that ICE should get out of Minneapolis. No, I'm sorry, Jacob Frey. Minneapolis is United States territory. You are a local mayor. You do not have rights that supersede the federal government conducting lawful behavior. Jacob Frey.
There you go. So you've got other commentators that are saying the same thing. They don't like what Frey is doing, the mayor. It's not a good situation here. Leftists are already burning the flags in the streets of Minneapolis after the mayor continues to lie about what actually happened. So, yeah, check this out here. This is the flag burning video here.
Bob, I want to jump in here. I want to ask you where you're at right now. And we're seeing the images on the screen. There's that flag you were talking about being burned here. What kind of things are they shouting? The crowd that's out there, I know they're obviously not happy ICE is there. They've been talking about that. What are they saying? What's the energy like where you are right now?
So that's one reason why I'm not getting too close, so I can hear all of you, because it is loud out here. It's profanities, a lot of profanities against ICE.
Bob, I want to jump in here. I want to ask you where you're at right now. And we're seeing the images on the screen. There's that flag you were talking about.
And remember, Trump made it illegal to burn a flag. It's actually against the law in the United States to burn a flag. Didn't he bring in a law, bylaw, a bill, something or other that would make it an actual illegal thing, and made Antifa a terrorist organization? But yet these guys are out there burning the flag. No qualms about doing that, that's for sure.
Summers TV on Insta. Pretty sure it's Seth Summers on everything.
Kind of crazy. Oh yeah, and then there's this clip here. That this happened right after the whole thing. That they were kind of attacking the agents here. This is right after it happened, and they kind of were trying to put a tape up around the whole site to keep the people out. And this guy here actually goes for the one officer's gun, and he gets pepper sprayed in the face here in this clip here. Check it out. Ooh. And he learns a lesson pretty quick there. He's lucky he didn't get it in his face, but he got it on the side of his hoodie. But a little pepper bullet there. Crazy. me see if I can find a another clip here. Hang on a second. Let me see. Just let me see if I can find something else here on this. There's yeah, hang on. There's this clip. Let me just bring this in here. And let's see how I can bring this in here.
Out here or over there?
I'll just play a bit of this whole thing here, which is actually a pretty good clip here. Hang on. Let me just
Oh fuck. Yeah, but they're all over there.
yeah, this here might be the best one to do it. Take that browser out of there.
Oh shit. Yeah, go down there. Go down there.
Is your boy down there?
Yeah, everybody's
Okay,
down
let
there.
me just oops, hang on here. Just let me bring this into size here. Resize it a little bit here. Make it a little bit easier to see.
Let's see.
This is from Status Quo News, which was he was out there doing his thing.
Oh shit.
And he has a pretty good video of the stuff that was going on there. Oh boy.
Where did my water go?
Okay, this is better. Let me just get that text out of there.
Fiona, thank you. I'm glad I could cheer you up. I'm cheered up too, man.
Okay, so yeah, let me just rewind this a bit here. Play it right from the beginning here. Okay, so this is a pretty good shot of what's going on here. And it's right from the very beginning. This is courtesy of Status Quo, C-O-U-P News. And just let me get the audio cranked up on this one here a bit. And make sure that we have it coming through on our system here. Here we go. Okay, so watch this one here. This is pretty good bunch of clips here. This is the video that we saw. This is probably one of the best videos of, and I think this is where we watched a little bit earlier there from a different source, but it came from Status Quo. And you can see right there. And the car hits, the other car hits the telephone pole. There's action afterwards. A couple of guys get shot right in the head.
You can help
there
build the only independent news outlet, always on the ground with the people for as low as 16 cents a day.
Corporate media, they've been lying to us for years, and you're going straight to the people.
Flint, Michigan.
Brooklyn, New York.
Government sending one more you to the residents of Chicago.
We need as many independent voices as...
So this is Status Quo News here, and they give a pretty good rendition of what's going on here. Okay, this is where it starts right here, and you can see that vehicle, this vehicle right here, is the ICE vehicle that is apparently stuck in the snow right here. Road doesn't look too bad right in this part right here. But this one is stuck right here. So let's just watch what happens here. That vehicle, the white vehicle, moves through. And you can see right there, that's where the car starts coming through. And you can see the guys right in front of the car, right at this section right in here. And yeah, the rest is history. 3 shots. Car is revving away, high speed. If you listen carefully, after the car stops, the vehicle is still revving. It's as if she has her foot all the way down on that gas pedal, and she gets shot, and her foot is still hard on that gas pedal, even after the vehicle stops, after it hits the car and the telephone pole there. Just listen to the audio here. Hear the car. And then after this happens, you know, the crowd, you can hear the crowd is not helping at all. The crowd is yelling at them, what did you do? You killed her, whatever, this sort of thing. And they pull the lady out of the car and they take her to the end of the block and they try and give her respiration. There you can see them taking her down the block. They removed her from the car. I'm not too sure what this is all about why they took her out of the car, well, of course you want to get her out of the car, give her artificial respiration, but why they moved her so far down the block is an unknown quantity. Maybe to get her away from the crowd. That could be because it was pretty volatile back where the crowd was. They were yelling and screaming and everything else, which that probably didn't help at all. But I believe the lady got shot in the head, so there's probably not a whole lot that they could have done for her. And there's at the end of the block.
Get the fuck out of here!
And you can see there they're working on her. Remember, use discretion for this video. And here's the other thing that kind of hit me was that these guys, the ambulance people, don't appear to be, like all that fast. If you look at them, they're not like running down the road or anything. They're walking, they are walking quickly, but they're not like overly in a super big hurry to get to her, especially if, if they would have heard, if the ambulance would have heard, hey, there's a lady that's being shot, whatever. You'd want to be getting to her very, very quickly. But, I'm not trying to say anything negative about the ambulance personnel here, but you'll just take note that they're definitely not walking all that quick to the scene. more like a routine kind of a thing for them. Probably dealing with so many.
But John stayed there on the ground after he got that video and started to take recordings of his own, including of himself and other journalists and people from the community being.
And this is right after the whole thing happened, and you can see the crowd is just going berserk. They've got, you can see the yellow tape behind them there. And I think they're at this point just trying to keep the crowd away from the crime scene, and you know, settle them down a little bit. But of course, the crowd is not trying to work with anyone at this point. They're becoming combative.
Get out the way. Right in the face. All on video, you motherfucker. All on video. Do it again.
And you can see there where they're throwing, looked like a snowball at the ICE agents there. You know, of course, hey, everyone is really agitated at this point.
Do it again.
Yeah, I hear you, Dub.
Hey, this is not your vendetta. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Think about it. Think about it. Don't do it. Don't. Hey, keep that going, man. I'll be raised. Drop out of money all day. What's up? Bro.
That was the one where the guy grabbed for his gun there. I don't know if you saw that. I'll rewind that a bit. But watch, the guy actually grabs for his gun before he gets shot. Like right here, he's grabbing. You know, and I think at this point, they're not using deadly force. They're using pepper spray, pepper bullets, or pellets. Like a paintball gun, pepper ball. They do throw one can of pepper spray here. But basically, the crowd is getting a little bit rank. Like, look at this guy here, trying to stop the police vehicle from coming through, standing right in front of it. The guy could get run over. You know, like even right there, if these guys got run over, you know, what would the lefties be saying? They'd be going, "Oh, look at the ICE agent ran him over." Well, look at what the guy's doing, pushing right in front of the vehicle, trying to get the guys to stop. The guy's got his siren and lights on in the vehicle, trying to get through, and they're just being belligerent. Lots of snow being thrown everywhere. Luckily, it's only snow. You can see that windshield on that truck is smashed. So they did hit it with something there. Like father, like son. Hey, good to see you. Everybody else in there, good to see everyone. Asematic. Just clearing the crowd out there with the can of pepper spray. This guy got pepper sprayed and then he gets turfed out.
Nice fucking hooks, you fucking thing! Get out of the way! Get out! Oh, Russ, get out the way! Get out the way!
These guys aren't playing around at this point. They're pissed off. Here he throws a canister down on the ground.
Tear gas, tear gas, tear gas! Tear gas! Tear gas, get out! What's up?
Wow. Crazy.
We love our neighbors, and we don't want fucking mass creeps running around shooting them.
Get the fuck out!
So you don't, you're kind of between a rock and a hard place, because you've got illegals that come into the country and, you know, they're robbing, stealing, killing, maiming, whatever, doing all kind of stuff. You got MS-13 types and all kind of bad people that have been let into the country, and really nobody's done anything about it until Trump has gotten into power, and they're just simply trying to do their jobs. And then you have, you know, people on the left side of the fence that are purposely trying to get in their way and trying to stop them from doing what they're there to do. The woman that got killed, that's exactly what she was doing, is she was trying to stop them from doing what they're there to do. And really, honestly, why would you want to do that? Like, where's the common sense in everything that's going on here? It makes no sense whatsoever. And then once everyone finds out and watch, you know, like, I don't know, maybe nobody watched the videos that was marching there or went on the big parade or whatever later at night there. And probably tomorrow, you're going to see more stuff happening tomorrow. And, you know, I don't think we saw any buildings being set on fire or, you know, graffiti or stuff like that. But usually it starts out small and ends up getting bigger and bigger and bigger as more and more people arrive on the scene from other cities and, you know, joins in the whole thing. You know, not a good situation at all. You know, and I'm watching from up here in Canada. I've got no part of this whatsoever. You know, whether you're on the right side of the fence or the left side of the fence, how about just using some common sense on the whole thing? That's all I ever do with any of this stuff here. It's just, you know, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here just by watching, observing, and saying, okay, I'm not taking one side or the other, but I'm just using a bit of common sense and trying to figure out what's going on here. But it's gotten to the point where it seems like there's an awful lot of people out there that don't want the country cleaned up and made to a better place to be living, but, you know, to be having a bunch of robbers and thieves and bad people running all over the place is apparently good for a country. I don't think so at all. So some of these people have to shake their head and maybe wake up a little bit and understand that maybe you should help the authorities to round up the bad people and to, you know, and you're not just putting them on a plane and sending them out of the country, but you're putting them in front of a judge first, and the judge is making a decision as to whether or not they should be staying in the country. So Come on. What the heck is the matter with everyone?
This is worse than fucking. Why are they here? Why are you helping them? Why are you helping them? Why are you not arresting them?
See, now they're mad at the local cop here. Why are you helping the ICE agents? You know, and they're on his case there now because all he's trying to do is just, you know, it's a crime scene now, and he's trying to, you know, basically secure the crime scene.
This is worse than George Floyd, motherfucker. This is worse than George Floyd. These are criminals right fucking here, man. They are killers and murderers. Question them. What the fuck is going on?
You know, and look at, they're calling the ICE agents there criminals and murderers and all kind of stuff like that. That's called jumping the gun and just not even thinking about what you're saying, even though the people were right there and might have even seen what happened. But I, you know, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, wow, that was pretty bad what happened. But after looking at 3 different camera angles, you can clearly see what was happening. And there's one, well, maybe I'll get a shot of it if I can find it, where you can clearly see that the first bullet hole went through the front of the windshield. So he was clearly standing, you know, in the front of the vehicle, right near that fender, when he took that first shot.
Did you say no to the Constitution? Huh? Do you know what people fled in other countries? Thank you.
Where'd it go?
Thank you.
You are all cowards! Fuck you! What's your badge number? Say something now. Come on, put down your gun. Put down your mask.
Yeah, quit being such a little bitch!
My spouse, we're part of the Signal group, and they had arrested parents dropping off a kid over here at Central. And then she texted me and said they shot somebody on our corner. I live right over here. And I came over. I didn't see the shooting. I didn't see any of that, but I saw them doing CPR on a woman behind a snowbank for a good minute. And then the ambulances came and they put her on a stretcher. I saw that she was Caucasian. And they put her in, but they were doing CPR on her and they didn't drive her to an emergency. What does that mean?
Yeah.
I don't think she made it.
Jeez.
And look at them, they're just sitting here.
Yeah.
Hey, Fry.
All of them. They've been working since 6 this morning. I got up because I got the Signal stuff.
Yeah, right.
That's why he's here.
Long hair, black hair.
Fuck you guys! Get the fuck out! From here, we're not armed! We just want you to leave! Get the fuck out! Go home! Why are you protecting the murderer? Why are you protecting the shooter? Why are you protecting the murderer?
I want to note that this situation is exactly what we had feared. It's what the activists there on the ground had feared, that as the Trump administration continues to escalate its crackdown on these cities, that was going to lead to more people being hurt. We had already brought you reporting from the Brighton Park neighborhood in Chicago, where federal immigration agents shot a woman 5 times, leaving her with 7 bullet holes. We're still waiting.
So, yeah, that's what the end of that particular clip is talking about. Not good, not good. It's, you know, all you can do is just shake your head and feel sorry for that poor lady that lost her life doing what she did. But maybe that would be a learning point that people need to learn from everything that happens. And, you know, the biggest thing that I can see with watching tons and tons of YouTube videos is you need to respect the police. And when the police tell you to do something, you better listen to what they say and not resist arrest or resist them telling you to do something, or to, you know, not listening to what they have to say. And you see it throughout the whole clip. It's like the police are telling people to stand back, whatever, get out of the way. They're trying to move a vehicle. They're trying to do something. But all of these people are just so belligerent and just single-minded. And you know, that lady, when she was sitting inside of her vehicle, that vehicle became a weapon. She weaponized that vehicle and used it against the ICE officials there, which is sad to see that. Here's a different angle. Them turfing these guys off the side there, trying to keep that vehicle from getting through there. Wow. Absolute craziness out there. Let's see what else we've got here. Nick Sortor is where this one comes from. And this is a little bit later on in the evening there. Breaking: Minnesota State Police are staged about a mile from the ongoing street takeover by rioters in Minneapolis. But there have been given orders not to respond to 911 calls with all of the people that are out on the street there, hanging around or whatever they're doing there. And there was a kind of I don't know if you call it a rally or a protest, where they were all walking down the street. So there was a lot of that stuff going on there. But again, the police have been told not to respond to 911 calls for whatever reason.
All right, look at it. They're all loaded up. There you go.
They were out there in force, just on standby.
Stop and talk to one of them? Maybe the one in the front. The leader of the pack. He's the only one with the window up. Excuse me, sir. You guys are staging out here for... Is that why? Is this a staging... Okay. All right. Rolled up the window. All right. Interesting. I guess Tim Walz told them they're not allowed to talk.
Yeah. Not allowed to talk. Not allowed, as they say over in Charlie Veach land. Here's another look of what's going on there. That's why the police didn't want to get involved with this crowd at nighttime. So this is interesting. If the crowd is this big on the night of the actual event, when these guys start getting things together, I wonder whether this will expand and get larger. And remember, this is here the beginning of the week here. Just wait until Friday, Saturday night, or whatever. I wonder whether we'll have a kind of a George Floyd kind of scenario where things get bigger and bigger and bigger as the week goes on here. I don't know. I hope not.
Pay attention to who uses their voice. This isn't the time to be silent. This is the time to rise up and continue to fight for the people. Rest in peace, America. Rise up, take a stand. Rise up, take a stand.
Oh, wow. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Well, yeah, and now Nick Shirley is he's fearing for his life because he's got death threats against him, from some of these Somalian people that are pissed off that he basically brought to light. And I think, what was the guy's name? David or something, right? If you look closely, like it wasn't really, well, because he's got a channel and because he's a YouTuber. Yeah, he went in there and he confronted the people. But if it wasn't for David, the guy that was doing all of the groundwork, the background work, and had brought up all of these companies, and it's almost like he'd been working on this for a matter of years already. But maybe he couldn't find anyone that he could bring it to that would have really exposed the whole situation with the Somalian daycare centers and the rest of the stuff. But it's more than the daycare centers, because he came up with daycare centers. He came out with health centers that were ripping off the government, and also transportation companies that were in the business of moving people, like from daycares or from hospital transfers, kind of that are part of that healthcare business. So he actually found a bunch of different kind of businesses, not just daycares, that were involved in ripping off money from the government. So yeah, not a good situation, but what can we say? It definitely happened. Let's check out this one.
Making us unsafe.
So the president said, this is being studied, but it's very clear from his post that they believe it was self-defense, and the feds have all but said whether that the FBI is looking into it, but it appears that they obviously will not be moving forward with charges. That seems pretty clear. Will Minnesota then try to leapfrog that and push with state charges?
It seems like CNN, being the lefty network that they are, they're like coming up with, well, what about Minnesota? Obviously they've already said that the guy was it is right to be doing what he did. But what about Minnesota? They're going to try and charge the guy? Like, come on, CNN. Like, rather than putting the blame on where it blames, it's like they're so against Trump and ICE and everything that Trump is doing that they're looking for any way to blame the ICE agents for what's going on. Typical CNN.
Of this ICE officer?
I think that, that's certainly something that, will need to be taken very seriously. I think the people of Minnesota, the the folks in Minneapolis, the loved ones of, Renee Nicole Good deserve justice. They deserve transparency. And I know that that's something that,
true.
I will be calling for justice and transparency. And so that, as they're talking about, domestic terrorism or somehow, trying to disrespect and insult the memory of Renee Nicole Good, we need to do everything we can to make sure that the truth is getting out there, and that, what people have seen with their own eyes, both in eyewitness accounts, but also on, the video footage that's been taken, tells a very, very different story than, frankly, I think the lies that are coming out of Donald Trump and Kristi Noem.
Oh my God. These people they're so belligerent in everything that they say. It's as if she didn't even look at the video. Like, really, from the video that I saw, and I saw 3 different angles of the vehicle moving as it was being shot. And, it's pretty evident that that she was the one that actually did it. She was the one that was responsible for it. And here's the next one here. She had no business being in Minneapolis. This lady by the name of Renee Good. Activism kills. Don't do it. Leave ICE alone. Let them do their jobs, and nobody gets hurt. Renee Good, a professional protester out of Missouri, was killed. She had no rights or no right to be in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Looks to be a paid pro activist is what this story is saying here. So here's her vehicle. I don't know if that's her in this picture. There was also another friend of hers that said that she got her to go along with the whole thing. But yeah, this is a shot of them earlier before the accident happened or the event happened. But people are using the term terrorist. Yeah, was she like a terrorist or something? But she's obviously in there as a professional protester, and she's not even from that state. She's from Missouri, so she's crossing state lines because she knows that ICE is over there to go over and bug ICE. And they shouldn't be doing that. Everyone should just leave the ICE agents alone. Let them do their job. And don't be protesting anything at all. It's not worth it. This proves to everyone out there that this kind of stuff is not worth it, because you're jeopardizing your life and the life of those ICE agents out there that are just plain trying to do their jobs. It wasn't their fault. In fact, it was more Biden's fault than anybody that he let the borders left them open for such a long period of time, and let so many undesirables into the country. And that's the reason that these ICE agents are having to go and clean up different cities in the United States, because you have so many undesirable people that are illegally in the country. And somebody has to do something about it. Otherwise, if you don't have borders, you don't have a country. You may as well just say, hey, open up the borders and let all hell break loose. And then all of a sudden, the police can't even handle all of the crime that's taking place. In fact, look at what's happening. You've got stores closing down all over the place because people are stealing all over. You've got, open drug use all over the place. And it's the whole society is just crumbling right in front of your eyes. And Trump is not a stupid person. He's just simply seeing exactly what's happening and attempting to do something about it. But apparently, those people on the left side of the fence don't seem to think that anything should be done about the problems that are happening in the world. Not good. Here's another view of the whole thing. Let's check out this one here. Watch it from this angle here. From this angle, you get a better look of what's happening there, because if you can see now, I'm not sure. I'm just taking this, thinking that this is what's happening here, but this is just before it happens. But you can see the ICE agent right there, okay? And you notice what side of the vehicle that he's on and where he's walking. And I think he's the one that killed the lady, okay? I'm not going to say terrorist because she hasn't been deemed to be a terrorist at this point. But if you watch carefully, he's actually walking on this side of the vehicle. He walks to the front of the vehicle and he walks across the front of the vehicle. So if it was a couple of seconds different, he probably would have been dead. He would have been run over by the car. So watch this one.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
Oh, okay. Actually, take a listen here again. You'll hear where I hear it 3 times, where the guy over by the door on the driver's side of the car says, "Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!" Here, I'll turn up the volume a little bit on this one here. We'll listen to it again here. Let me play this again.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
Get out of the fucking car. Right there.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
Okay, so again, the cop that actually shoots her is walking on the passenger side of the car. That's him right there. He walks across to the front of the car, across the front of the car, and then she steps on the gas there, and that's when he takes the shots.
Fuck out of our neighborhood.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Dude, you did a murder for what?
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
But you know, he didn't just take a shot at her because she was driving away, or because she was trying to run or something like that. He was in that front bumper in front on the driver's side of the car in front of the vehicle when she started taking off, but you can't see it in that angle. And there's another angle over to the left where somebody was taking a video. And in both cases, you can't really get a good look at the fact that he was in front of the car. And in fact, he had to actually jump out of the way, or else he probably would have been hit. And really, the only reason that he took some shots at her is because she was using that vehicle to try and kill the guy. You know, it was she wasn't respecting the guy's life at all. She was just simply doing whatever the hell she wanted to do. And the question is, why was she in such a hurry there all of a sudden? Why did she have to step on the gas in reverse? And I think that she did that in error, because she probably had her car sitting in reverse or something and then stepped on the gas. And you'll notice that she actually backs up really quickly, stops, realizing that she's going in the wrong direction, throws it in drive, and then steps on it as hard as she can. And, you know, of course, there's a guy right in front of her car. She doesn't care about the guy in front of her car. She just steps on it. Craziness.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
Out car.
I don't think she needs the backup.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Geek chest.
Fucking chest.
Hit that subscribe button.
Dude,
if
you
you're
did
just
a
watching.
murder for what?
Anybody that's just watching out there, hit that
Get
sub
the
button.
fuck out of our neighborhood.
Out car.
But it's okay. Right there is where she puts it in reverse. If you notice, the backup lights come on to her vehicle there. So I'm wondering, is it does she need to back up? Because she backs up awful quickly there, because it doesn't seem like there's anything in front of her except for the guy who's walking in front of her. So is she trying to back up in order to avoid hitting the guy, and then turns her wheel really sharp to the right? Makes sense. He got scared. She got scared. Yeah. Let's watch this again here, but you'll notice it's not in backup right away here. It's not like she's sitting in reverse and then steps on the gas. It's like she puts it in reverse and then steps on it. Watch.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
Out car.
Right there, reverse. Back up. And then really hard on the gas.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
Fucking chest.
Dude, you did a murder for what?
Phoenix
Get the
tied.
fuck out of our neighborhood.
So yeah, not good. Not a good situation. And there you can see the aftermath after the car hit, the damage that she did to that car. I think she hit a car and somebody said a telephone pole or something there. Kind of hard to tell, but it looks like there might be a telephone pole or something there. Absolute craziness. Here's the other view that is really hard to see. The guy standing in front of the car from here, but this is at 0.3 speed here. We'll watch it. There's three different angles that we've seen here so far, and this one here, it's hard to see the guy standing in front of the car at this point here, but you'll notice that right here, you don't see anybody in front of the car. You only see the guy beside the car telling her to open the door, or get out of the car, get out of the car, get out of the car. And he's reefing on that door handle, and he's got his hand on the open window, and he's trying to get that lady to get out of the car. As the clip starts out here, you can see that she has the vehicle in reverse. And let's watch this. This is at 0.3 speed. Okay, you can see how the guy, you can see him now in front of the vehicle. So, and she backs up. The guy was standing right in front of the vehicle. So why did she back up? Why does she back up right there? And is the guy in that shot right there? He's standing right behind the guy that's trying to pull on her door. And if you look for his feet or something underneath there, I don't see his feet. So is he standing right where the wheel is there? But he's right in that spot. Just watch close. Oh, no, he's not. Notice that he comes into view from the right. So he's actually walking in front of the vehicle. Look close at that. Look really close. he's not standing where the wheel is. He's over, like maybe because when in the other shot you saw him walking along the side of the vehicle. Then he walks across the front of the vehicle, and you can see him right there. I don't know if I can point it out, but you can see him right here. And if you look in this portion of the video right here, you'll see him coming and walking right across the front of the vehicle. And right there, the car is no longer in reverse, and he's not off to the side of the vehicle. In fact, you cannot see his feet on this side of the wheel at all. Okay, so he's in front of that vehicle. And really, if it was a 1 second earlier, or if he hadn't moved over in this direction 1 second earlier, she probably would have hit him. So it was like that close to him actually being severely injured or losing his life. Watch closely as he walks across the vehicle here. Right there. Okay, he's right in front of the vehicle. She goes forward. He jumps out of the way. Takes a shot as she takes off. Right there. It's almost like in that shot, he jumps out of the way right there. Look at it. She does hit him. She does hit him with the car. Look right there. She hits him. And that'll be the reason for him shooting at the car, because she actually hits him with the car right there. Can you see that? You can see him move to the right as the car moves. So she actually hit him with the car. It may not have injured him, but that's beside the point. Sad. The Matrix. You're going to have horror story dreams here tonight watching all of this stuff here. Sorry for putting you through all this. Not good. So there you go. You can listen to whatever you want. You can watch CNN and listen to CNN whine and wonder, is the guy going to be taken to court and charged with murder or something like that? Or use your own, head and watch what we saw and make your own decision as to who's at fault. Who's at fault? The person that is told to get out of the vehicle, and simply puts their car in reverse, backs up. To me, it looked like maybe she was backing up to try and get around hitting him. So that may very well be. But the point is that she actually does gun it and does end up hitting the ICE official, and he just barely gets out of the way there of being pushed backwards, because you can see he's being pushed backwards by the vehicle. And I don't know if I can pull it up here. Here's right after the whole thing happened. I don't know if we have a shot of the car itself where we can see the bullet hole in the front of the windshield, because I saw somebody else over in somebody else's chat saying, oh, well, she was shot through the passenger window, and he just murdered her and that's all it was. No, I don't think so, because and I can't find it here. Otherwise, I'd show you. But I did see earlier an actual photograph of the front of the vehicle, and you can clearly see the bullet hole through the front windshield. So the very first shot that was taken through the front windshield. let's see. There's another bit here. Hang on. I'm going to just be careful. Okay. I just don't want to show you. There's a picture of the inside of the vehicle, and it shows the airbag and the blood on the airbag and stuff like that. I don't have that on here, but this is right after that.
Yeah, I know, man. I get everybody you guys are mad. You guys are mad. You're doing something. Don't talk about Santana. Officer fucking reasonable. Officer reasonable. If you guys want to just get back to 33rd.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly yourself? I didn't witness, but I talked to several people that witnessed it, and they heard the gunshot. And the one guy said that they reached for her door handle, and then she took off, and then he shot her through the windshield and shot her in the face. So they're taking her on the corner there by ambulance right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here with me.
You are all terrible individuals.
Gen X, she wasn't killed because she was blocking the road. She was killed because she tried to hit a police agent with her, or an ICE agent with her vehicle. That's the reason that she was shot. You know, like if she wouldn't have tried, let's say that there was nobody in front of the car and that she didn't try and hit somebody or didn't hit somebody with her vehicle, and she clearly hits the ICE agent with her vehicle. And that in itself is a reason for a police officer to use deadly force against you. Like, I don't think you understand the laws in any country, but it'd be the same up here in Canada, that if you tried to cause death to a police officer, that police officer could use whatever force is necessary to stop you from doing that, which is exactly what he did. So it wasn't because she was blocking traffic, but you know, the reason that she died is because she didn't follow the orders of the police. The police asked her 3 times to get out of the vehicle. 3 times she didn't listen. And if you look closely, there was a police officer walking in front of her vehicle. Okay. And as she takes off, she clips the officer with the front of her vehicle. He pulls out his gun and he shoots her point blank through the front windshield of the window. Okay. So he's standing in front of the vehicle as she is pushing him forward with that vehicle. And I don't know if you noticed how she wasn't just slowly moving forward, like, please get out of my way. She stomped that gas pedal as hard as she could in order to push whoever it was out of the way, or to run him over or whatever. So Gen Xer, say what you want. The footage is very clear as to what's going on. I don't know. Rewind my video and watch it right from the very beginning, and watch how many different angles that we watched here tonight. And you will verify in your mind that the lady in the car was absolutely in the wrong with what she was doing. She didn't obey the command of the police officers. She used her vehicle as a deadly weapon. She tried to run over one of the ICE agents. And hey, if I was that guy, I would have done exactly the same thing. You know, like maybe, jumping out of the way. Well, in your opinion, he's, yes, he absolutely had to jump out of the way, or else he would have been run over by the car. Absolutely. Absolutely. And as the car is coming towards him, okay, he's standing still in front of the car. He takes his first shot at her, and the bullet goes right through the windshield of the vehicle. And probably that's the one that killed her. Then he shot 2 more times because she obviously didn't stop. She kept on going. So remember, he's there to protect not only himself, but also the lives of the other ICE agents that are right in the vicinity, because there's a whole bunch of ICE agents all over the place. And she's driving like a maniac, stepped on the gas as hard as she could, almost ran him over. Who else is right in the vicinity that might have gotten run over as well? You know, think about it. Think about what you're saying. Think about what actually happened. You know, if it was the ICE agent's fault, I'd be blaming him right now. But it's pretty cut and clear as to exactly what happened and whose fault it is.
Use
And of course, these guys are all get the fuck out, and they're all pissed off, whatever, because they never saw what happened. In fact, even the people that they interviewed, they never saw what happened. Only after looking at the video evidence do we actually see what happened, and we can go, yeah, okay. And in fact, a lawyer was watching all of the different videos and stuff like that and knows what the laws are for federal agents. And he actually said, no, that's probably not even going to go to court, because it's pretty obvious that it was he was just in a defensive mode, defending himself, defending his own life. And you know what? You have a right to defend yourself against somebody that's trying to kill you.
Go home! I believe it. I fucking live here. You don't fucking live here. I'm late for work and you motherfuckers killed people. Does that feel good? We're not fucking being here to fucking shoot people.
And you know, it's really easy to jump the gun and to start yelling and screaming and trying to point the finger. But, you know, at least take a look at some of the evidence, at least a little bit of the evidence, okay, before you start jumping to conclusions, you know, and then maybe you'll do a little bit better in life. What would you have done if you were that woman? Would you have did what she did? Or would you have said, okay, I'm going to just stay right here, and you're asking me to get out of the vehicle. Okay, I'll get out of the vehicle. I'm not an illegal alien. I have no reason to flee. Like, why was she fleeing? Why did she have to go so fast? Why did she stomp on it? Why did she try and mow down an ICE agent? You know, like, well, maybe she should be answering those questions. But you know what? She can't answer those questions because she was just foolish in what she did, and she shouldn't have done that. It's sad, but she's the master of her own demise. You know, you can stick up for her, and you can say, well, it's the ICE agent's fault, but it's not. They're there trying to do their job. She's there trying to prevent them from doing their job. You know, she shouldn't have been there. She came from another state to interfere with their line of duty. So, you know, and that, when you think about it like that, she was just trying to cause trouble. And she did cause trouble. She did. Absolutely. She caused trouble. And what did it do for her? It didn't work out very well for her, did it? And you know what? If other people try and do the same thing, probably the same thing will happen. And that's just the way life goes, you know. You know, don't be stupid. You only have one life. And if a police officer, especially a police officer, I think you've known this. Like, look, remember the George Floyd thing, or anybody else that gets shot these days? It's like 9 times out of 10, they're not listening to what the cop says. The cop is ordering them to do something, and they're not doing that. They're doing something else. They're trying to get away. They're afraid of going to jail. They're just whatever. They have their own reasons as to why they don't want to listen to a police officer. But at the end of the day, you know, maybe everybody learned something from this. Did you learn something from it, Gen X? You better have learned something for this, because if you're out there and if a police officer tells you to do something, you better listen to them, and you better not try and take the law into your own hands and do whatever the hell you want to do, because if you take off and do the same thing, you'll probably not work out very well for you either. So there you go. It's a sad thing that happened. I don't like to see stuff like that happen at all. But, you know, you have people on that side of the fence that are just so belligerent and just think, you know, like know-it-alls. You guys know everything, don't you? You're Mr. Know-it-all, where you know that who's an illegal alien, and you think that illegal aliens should be running around all over the place. And when the illegal alien that doesn't get caught murders someone, you think, oh, well, no big deal. Hey, let's just bring more murderers and killers and thieves and whatever into our country. And, you know, hey, it's just going to be better for everyone. No, it's not. It's not. So maybe people should start smartening up and be looking at what's happening to your country, and to be trying to work to make it a better place to live. That would be a better thing to do. And, you know, there's so many people out there that are just not even working for your country, but they're working against your country. You know what I mean? Like, look at how many millions of dollars are being taken from the country, being robbed from your country. And there's guys like this that are like, oh, well, you know, they need more money, or they need our money more than we do. Crazy. Okay, well, that being said, I'd like to say thank you to everyone in the chat here tonight. It's getting late here where I am. Thanks for letting us go over this here. You may, whether you agree with me or not, you know, and I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just presenting the facts and my point of view, which is this is, hey, what we see. You can't please everyone all the time. I hope that maybe you saw something here that'll make you think twice about doing something like this. Leave those guys alone. Let them do their job, and don't get involved with it, with whatever they're doing, you know. And if you're going to be a protester, stay out of their faces. Don't be throwing snowballs at them and stuff like that. Like what the crowd did to the ICE agents after this whole thing is pretty despicable as well. They were trying to stop that vehicle from getting through to where they had to pepper spray, you know, 10 or 20 people in order to even get their vehicle out of there. Like, what the hell's that all about? Like, craziness. Hey. Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care. Stay out of trouble. And we'll see you next time. Gary who? Yeah, I probably can. Yeah, give me the link there, Bri. Can't rate a Twitch. I'm not on Twitch. I can only raid YouTube if I was live on Twitch, but I'm not live on Twitch. I'm only live on X, Facebook, and on YouTube here at the moment. If it was a YouTube channel, I could raid a YouTube channel. Okay, take care. Later. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Not Gary. The trucker Gary. Good night, everyone.